to my channel. Listen, remember to click that like button, share my video, and please hit that bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a video. I got something juicy to talk about today, y'all. What I'm talking about? What we talking about today? This is what we talking about. What not to do on a cruise ship. I'm going to tell y'all about a personal experience I had concerning the Mary Jane. My real smokers know what I'm talking about. My seasoned people know what I'm talking about. We're going to talk about what not to do on a cruise ship. What would keep you out of trouble? What would keep you out of jail? What would get you back to your country and not in some other country's jail? Okay? What would keep $5,000 or more in your pocket? What would save you and save your ass the embarrassment? It's a mighty costly thing. Let's begin. Okay, you guys. I am not innocent by far. And just because Mary Jane is legal in some states, okay, it does not make it legal in other countries, in other places. And I had to learn that the hard way. Y'all girl, the federales, almost had y'all girl hemmed up in Mexico. In Mexico! Y'all girl almost didn't come home 2 years ago. Talking about being scared. Talking about your heart about to jump out your chest. Here's the rules with Carnival. And Carnival is very, very, very strict on no drugs, no marijuana brought onto their cruise ship. None of the sort, none, okay? Well, I just want to put this out here. I have never brought any Mary Jane onto any Carnival or no other cruise ship. Never. I can't help you with how to get it on there, okay? I'm not here for that. I don't even promote that. I wouldn't want anyone to go through what I went through. And let me just jump right into it. I'm not going to drag this any longer. So, I was in Mexico. On board the Carnival cruise ship. I'm sitting back. I had a cocktail, drinking with the few women who I went with. We're having a good time. I see this young man walk by and he's puffing and I'm smelling. And the aroma is like, woo, into my nose. And see, Mary Jane. Yeah, I smelled it. So I politely hopped my tail up and went and eased over there and asked that young man, hey, you got some more of that? Can I buy some of that for you? It happened to be a pen. That young man said, of course, I'll sell you one. Of course, I went on and I purchased that. I purchased it on board a Carnival ship. I did not bring it aboard. I purchased it on board a Carnival ship. Let's get that correct, okay? Again, I will say, I am not the one to tell you how to bring it on board. I will not ever tell anyone to bring that on board, okay? You do that at your own risk. At your own risk. I personally would say, don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't do it. It really isn't worth it, okay? But if you are someone that knows that, more power to you. More power to you. I'm just not promoting that. I'm going to tell you what not to do. And I'm going to tell you what happened. And the reason why I'm saying it's not cool. It's a scary, scary thing, okay? Well, going back. I purchased that weed pen. I purchased that pen and I walked around the whole day and I just had myself a fabulous time with my drinks and my pen and I puffed. Well, the next day we poured it in a destination in Mexico where we were going. We poured it and I conveniently forgot that I had that weed pen in my cigarette case. Getting off the ship was no problem. There was no problem with me getting off the ship. The problem was me getting back on board. Was coming through the security checkpoints. At this point, you guys, there's no more smiles. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes of what transpired. It was such an unpleasant experience, and it was a lesson well learned. I would repeat again, do not try to get back onto no ship with no weed pen or anything. Listen, if you take it out, finish it or toss it. Do not attempt to return to the ship with it on you. In my case, I honestly forgot. I had forgotten that I had that vape pen in my cigarette case. I had got off the ship with my people. We got off, it was so hot and muggy. It was so just humid. It was humid that a few people did not want to do the excursion. So they wanted to get back onto the ship. So this is what we do real quick. I'm gonna explain this real quick. So we get off the ship, we see what's going on. We got the people out there that's selling the excursions. People are signing up, and person who's rooming with me, my cabin mate, I want to go back on the ship, but I left XYZ. Can you go back on with me? Can you go back on with me and get XYZ? Okay. I was irritated. I should have went with my first mind, but I didn't. So we're going back onto the ship. As we're walking through, we get back in the checkpoint area. Now you have to put all your items, your purse and everything on the conveyor for it to go through the screening. I go through. I'm standing on the other side waiting on my items to come through. The person I'm with, her items come through. The other person, her items come through. The other lady, her items come through. Mine gets stopped. The next thing I heard was, "Is this your package?" They're holding it up. "Miss, is this yours? Can you tell us," with the vape pen, "can you tell us what is in this vape pen?" And the next thing I know, one fella rally, two fella rally, three fella rally, four. Carnival security, carnival captains. We're all coming down and I have a crowd of security around me. I'm getting ready to be arrested. Marijuana is illegal in Mexico. Their main thing was to find out if I had purchased marijuana over in Mexico and I was trying to smuggle it back onto the ship. Again, I repeat, I got the marijuana pen from on Carnival cruise ship. I did not initially bring this pen onto Carnival cruise ship. Okay. We stood there for about an hour. My heart was jumping. I thought I was going to pass out and faint in Mexico. I do not want to go to jail in Mexico. Who wants to go to jail in Mexico? That was a really scary moment, you guys. And I don't want to see any of you experience that or go through that, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to have all the federales around you. You're going to be at they beck and call. How I got out of that jam, was by telling them, I have a medical marijuana card. I did not know it was illegal in Mexico. I have prescriptions that I can take marijuana. I did not purchase. I had to prove that I did not purchase that marijuana from Mexico. When the federales decided that they were going to release me to the Carnival cruise ship captains and security and head security, what happened next was they marched me right onto my cabin. They did a thorough search of my cabin. One security officer stood outside of my cabin door. The other one did a complete search. And I mean, he searched everywhere in my cabin to make sure that there was no more marijuana. That's an experience I never, ever want to go through again. That's an experience I don't want any of you all to go through. I'm going to say, we have our people out here. You all get down how you live. Do what you do. I ain't hating on nobody because I love a little bit of occasional Mary Jane. Sorry. Every now and then. Mary Jane. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't no shame in my game. Especially on a cruise. Maybe one day, the cruise ships will allow medical marijuana and have a area where we are allowed to have a joint or two. Maybe one day. Maybe we should push for that. Put that in the comments. To my marijuana smokers, to my Mary Jane smokers, put that in the comment below. Do you think that if you have do you agree that if you have a marijuana card, that Carnival, if you could smoke cigars, if you could smoke cigarettes aboard the Carnival ship, there should also be a designated area for you to have a joint or two? If you have a marijuana card, drop that in the comment below, y'all. I'd love to hear y'all views on that. Drop that in the comments box. But again, I say, that was one of the scariest moments of my life. It was something I don't wish on nobody. The person that sold me the vape pen had his own personal experience. I met back up with that individual later on I actually seen that individual on a smoker's deck. And I told him what happened. And he as well had an issue getting back on the ship and actually ran into a similar issue where he almost landed himself in the Mexican jails with the federales. So not only were we the two people, it was people that was getting off the ship with butter knives, they had butter knives, they had the small things. In Mexico, Mexico is very, very strict, people. So you have to be extremely careful what you do over in Mexico. Extremely careful. So this was a video telling you what not to do with the Mary Jane, okay? What not to do in Mexico with the Mary Jane. We got to be careful. Y'all got to be careful. I got to be careful, okay? But hey, my careful is I ain't never doing it again. I'm okay with the drinking. I'm okay with having a black and mild. I'm not really crazy about black and milds, but I don't even need to smoke. And I'm going to say this to you all. I am now 7 months smoke-free, so I don't have to have anything going in my system anymore. I am 7 months smoke-free. I am on a whole new journey, which is my VSG journey. You guys follow me with that as well. Yeah. More power to the people that likes to have their Mary Janes. I ain't mad at y'all. Do your thing, but try not to get caught, you guys, because getting caught, it leads to a whole bunch of fines on Carnival. They can even throw you in a jail or put you off the ship and you go to jail in a foreign country, and that's not cool, because at that time you're liable to pay for everything, your flight back, and just to think that if you did not get on that ship with a passport and you just came on that ship with a birth certificate, it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard to fly out, okay? So just be extra careful with what it is you're doing as far as the Mary Jane. And with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe. And drop a comment below. Let me know what you think of this video. Peace, love, and light. Until next time, I love you guys. Mwah.